Okay, one thing you think? Welcome everyone out to our Layton City Council meeting this evening. It is October 3rd and our start time is 7 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and as customary, we do like to start with a pledge and a prayer, or a prayer and a pledge, and we change it out each month. So we have a new month, and tonight this portion of our meeting will be conducted by Councilmember Bettina Smith Edmondson. So time's yours.
Thanks. So I'm going to do the prayer first, and then we can do the pledge together. So if you'll bow your heads. God, we thank you for this night. We thank you for another opportunity to come to the city and do the business of the city. God, we thank you for all of the staff that works so tirelessly to put things together for us and to make sure that things run as the city should. We thank you for our first responders. We thank you for our volunteers. God, we thank you for the residents of our city, even those who are here on tonight, who want to come and learn more about what's going on and who want to exercise their right as residents of Layton to be a part of what's happening. We ask that you look on the council members and the mayor tonight, all of us who have decisions to make. God, I pray that you will give us clarity of mind and help us to lead with heart, but also with knowledge and intelligence, and to do all of these things according to your will. Please bless us to have an excellent meeting. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
You'll stand and repeat with me the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Council, we have 4 sets of minutes that need to be accepted. If any of you have any corrections, please make that known. Otherwise, I'd look for a motion on the minutes. And if you could, go ahead and read the date and the actual meeting that it pertains to. Thank you.
Yeah, Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the minutes of Layton City Work Meeting July 18th, 2024, Layton City Council Meeting July 18th, 2024, Layton City Council Meeting August 15th, 2024, and Layton City Council Work Meeting September 5th, 2024.
Second.
Okay, very good. It's been moved in second that we adopt the minutes as written. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you very much. We'll now go on to our municipal announcements. So council members, any of you who have any of the announcements you wish to share with the public, please do so now.
Madam Mayor, Parks and Rec has some activities coming up. On the 18th of this month, we'll have the Halloween Bash. It's always a good event here on the Amphitheater Plaza. Bring the family out, lots of different games, food, events to celebrate Halloween.
And to dress up?
What's that?
Dress up?
I think it'd be a great idea to dress up. Yeah.
I think the Rotary's bringing their train as well.
They are. Great.
Okay.
Train rides for a fee or
$2.
Yeah. $2. Okay. Very affordable. Kids love that. The next night is going to be a fall fest in Constitution Circle here, similar to fest that we host on Friday evenings all summer. Be lots of food trucks, vendors, activities, live music, and storytelling. So bring the kids out and bring the whole family out. So thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm sorry, not Constitutional Circle. That'll be in the same area on the Amphitheater Plaza.
Okay. Anyone else have any messages? Go ahead.
I didn't lie. I just didn't have my dates, my facts yet. But On Pitch Performing Arts is having their annual Villains Family Fair, where they have the Disney villains and they dress up and they're at their location. It will be on October 12th, and it will be from 5 to 7 p.m. I think it is. That's free. And then they also have a family-friendly concert that will be right after that if you want to stay for that. And those tickets are $5. And they're at 587 North Main Street in Layton. And that's the Performing Arts Center here in the city.
Okay, very good. Dave, do you want to report on the Arts Council's active pages? Or do you want me to? Okay. Well, in addition to on performance or performing arts, on pitch, sorry. So the Davis Arts Council also has a Halloween program on the 12th, which they do the kind of like the haunted tour where they go down through behind the city park here, and they have different stations where they tell the stories. And so that is going to be on the 12th. And I know that they have 2 different times, and you have to go onto their website in order to book a time, but it's free. So it's free to everybody, but make sure you kind of reserve your time for that. And it's a fun event. And I do believe the Rotary Club will be selling hot chocolate if it's cold or root beer if it's warm. So that also will be taking place this month. Okay, that's okay. Got you. I got your back. Okay, if there's no other municipal announcements, then I will move on to item number 3 of our agenda item, which is a verbal petition and presentation. And tonight, we're very excited to be able to recognize one of our, I'm going to say, famous citizens within our city. And so with that, we do have a proclamation. And we'd like to acknowledge Courtney Wyman. So, Courtney, would you mind coming up and standing over here just so people know who we're talking about? Yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and read your proclamation. And it says, whereas the steeplechase originated in Ireland in the 18th century, where horses and riders raced from one town church steeple to the next. The steeple was used as a marker due to the visibility over long distances. Along the way, runners inevitably had to jump streams and low stone walls separating the states. And whereas Courtney Wayment, formerly born and raised in Layton City, attended North Layton Junior High, Northridge High School, and Davis High, where she excelled in cross-country, track, soccer. And whereas Courtney, being an American track and field athlete, believes in sacrifice, hard work, discipline, and dedication. And whereas Courtney won the 2015 State Cross Country Championship, setting a new record. She also won the 2015-2016 Utah Women's Cross Country Gatorade Player of the Year and a 3-time Utah High School Athletic Association state champion. And whereas Courtney attended and graduated from Brigham Young University, where she won 4 National Collegiate Athletic Associations, otherwise known as the NCAA, championships, and was an 8-time first-team All-American and set the NCAA D1 steeplechase record in 9 minutes and 16 seconds in 2022. And whereas she is a professional runner and has qualified as a 2-time World Championship finalist for Team USA and was on the Olympic finalists and was an Olympic finalist at the Paris 2024 Olympics. And whereas Courtney competed for Team USA in the 3,000-meter steeplechase at the 2024 Summer Paris Olympics, finishing 12th with a time of 9 minutes and 13.6 seconds. And whereas Courtney has the 4th fastest time ever ran by an American in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. Whereas Courtney represents not only herself, her family, the schools she attended, but also the community of Layton City. And whereas she is the daughter of Mark and Becky Wayment, who were members of the cross-country and track and field teams at Weber State University. Her father also competed in the steeplechase and was a two-time All-American. He was introduced into the Weber State Athletic Hall of Fame in 2000. Yeah. So now, therefore, I, Joy Petro, Mayor of Layton City, along with your Layton City Council, do hereby proclaim its recognition of Courtney Wayment and call upon all of the citizens to congratulate her and her accomplishments and representing our city of Layton. So with that, I give you the seal of Layton on this day of October 3rd, 2024. So we do have an official printed copy that I will leave with you, but I think, Courtney, all of us here just want to, hear your experience and understand what it was like. And I think you can see by the photo that we have up there that this was very instrumental. We appreciate you being the first here in Layton that we've been able to acknowledge as an Olympian, and certainly the inspiration you give to all of us in setting out a goal and going after your dreams. So on behalf of Layton and the council, I know each one of these guys will want to kind of give their own thank you as well, but I just have to personally say thanks. We appreciate that. And the beauty was we were able to use our brand new pavilion out here in Layton's Common Park as the first watch party. In addition to that, I have to give credit to our IT department, because on a quick notice, they were able to figure out how we could live stream in there, put up a great sound system, and it was just a great event. So I know now Layton City is prepared for any watch parties for the 2034 games, because we also have heat in this building, even though it's an outdoor venue. So with that, Courtney, would you mind just taking a moment and sharing maybe your experience and what you would like all of the residents to know here?
Use this.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the Olympics was an incredible experience, but while that is the pinnacle of my career, my sports in general, and being an Olympian is an incredible title, that's not where it started, and it's the pinnacle of athletics, but I wouldn't say it's the pinnacle of my life. I was raised in Layton, went to Mountain View Elementary, and I dreamed just as much as any other little kid that loved sports. And the dream started really young. I remember being in junior high and telling my mom and dad one day that I was going to be an Olympian. And I didn't really know what that meant. I just know that that was the dream. And getting there was a long, hard road. I think that's something that everyone can relate to. In college, I had a lot of different injuries. I attended, even before then in high school, I attended 2 different high schools, and that transition was hard. And I transitioned from playing soccer full time to running track and cross country full time. And there were a lot of sacrifices made on behalf of myself. I know my mom and dad made a lot of sacrifices for me so that I had every opportunity I could have to even achieve the dream of, or chase the dream of, All-American, NCAA champ, collegiate record holder, and Olympian, a finalist of all the things. And I've had a lot of good people in my life. So standing here with you guys today, I really appreciate it. And I hope you know that the support is so felt. Getting pictures and seeing the comments or messages. And although I might not get to every one of them, the support is incredible, and it truly does take a village. The experience was unlike any other. You hear a lot of different stories of people that persevered through a lot of hard in order to chase the dream and then obtain the dream in Paris. I was very fortunate to be able to meet a lot of people, to hear a lot of different stories. And the one thing that I think everyone has in common is the belief. And it's very powerful. And to have people that sit here that I may never have had any experiences with you guys or conversations or personal relationships, but the fact that any of you have had any sort of belief in me propels me, because if you believe in me, why can't I believe in myself? And I think that's something that I have felt all growing up through Layton City, at North Layton Junior High. All of my coaches, teachers, everyone always believed in me. You know, I'm friends with half of the teachers that I had in junior high at North Layton, and they still send me messages and they do their own little watch parties. Same with at Northridge and, you know, that stuff. But because I've had a village, that's the only reason I've been able to get here. And the reason why I said earlier that it's not the pinnacle of my life is because it was such an opportunity and I'm grateful for it. And it's really cool walking into a stadium where 80,000 people are screaming their heads off. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't hear anyone. You look up in the stands and you see my whole family, you know, all of my siblings, my mom and dad. It's a very special feeling. You get the chills, you know, and you get to the start line and you're like, oh, I'm officially Olympian. It's really cool, but it takes a village. While I may be alone on the track, I'm far from alone. You can see it in the picture there. I'm far from alone. And so, yeah, the experience was incredible. And there's lots of other details, but I just wanted to give my thanks to everyone that has sacrificed and everyone that has believed, because without that, I would not be who I am or where I am. So thanks for recognizing me and having me here. Then hopefully we can continue this till LA 2028 and all the way to 2034 when we host. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thanks for listening to my little story.
Okay. Well, thank you. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to come up and shake the hands and then maybe stand right here and then we can give you your proclamation.
You want me to congratulations?
Maybe Council, let's go down here and that's a big shot. Oh, take a picture. Yes. That's the cool part. I love that. Okay. You gotta be honest now. We love it. Now you're gonna wear a little bit so you can say. Okay.
We got some leaders? I just took like 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Council, do you want to make a quick comment or anything? You're more than welcome to at this time before we move on. Yeah, no. Yes.
Yeah, just congratulations. I mean, I have 3 daughters, and my son's playing a little flag football game for Layton, and there was a girl he was playing against, and she was just kicking everyone's butt. And he was like, "We need a girl on our team, Dad." And I'm like, "Yeah, we do." Well, my younger daughter would be the one that would want to be on the team. So the fact that you, you know, a Layton City girl, and you're also a Cougar, it's also a good check mark there. And I can point to my daughters to say, there's someone from Layton City who competed in the Olympics, was a finalist at the Olympics. I mean, that's just an amazing thing. So it's not just somebody on the screen with USA, it's someone who's USA that actually went to school here. So it's just awesome. Just congratulations. That's an awesome experience for you.
add my congratulations also, not just being an Olympian, but the whole list of things, that your accomplishments leading up to it. Amazing. I'd love to reiterate what you said. It does take a village, and you're right. You're part of that village also, though. You look at that picture, and there was several track teams there and wearing their jerseys, and they're looking up to you, and it's awesome. So thanks you for what you do for continuing on what that village is producing. So congrats.
Okay. Courtney, I'll add my congratulations as well. I have my own daughter and 2 bonus daughters, our daughters-in-law, and they are strong. They're determined. They know what they want. They're going after it. And you were an example of that as well. And the future is so bright for you. And just appreciate the glow of let's go, let's get this done. So thanks for being such a great representative of our city. Congrats again.
Well, I've already given you my congrats, and I just had to say, even though you had to change schools, I'm here to say go Knights. And I'd also say go Utes, but yeah. Sorry.
No way.
Sorry, Dave. I had to.
No, it's fine. No, Go Knights is better than the other one. I'm sorry. I grew up here too, and good job.
Oh, that's from the former athletic department. Former. Yeah, you're retired now from here.
In 9
Emeritus.
minutes. In 9 minutes, I bet I could get at least 50 yards. No, you won't.
Well, I just want to acknowledge the fact that the reason why we had to wait until now to even acknowledge it, even though I know this took place a couple of months ago, is the fact that Courtney's still been busy running and participating and competing. So the fact that she's, still an inspiration in the fact that you just don't stop. You keep going. You're, keep the energy going. That's what it's all about. So thank you for representing our great city of Layton. Okay. All right. Okay. With that, anybody else? If not, I'll go ahead and move on then. Thank you again. I'll now move down to our citizens comment portion of our meeting. So if there's any citizens here that would like to address this governing body, you're more than welcome to. Please note that we will not engage in any debate, but certainly if there's any concerns or issues that we need to be aware of, feel free to step up to the mic, state your name, and let us know what the situation is. Okay, seeing that there's none, we're going to go ahead and go on to our consent items, which is item number 5 on our agenda. We do have 3 consent items tonight. These items we can actually, once all are presented, then the council can actually go ahead and take action on the items collectively. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to Joellen Grandy, who will be presenting our first item tonight, item number A, which is an agreement between Layton City and the Utah Division of Outdoor Recreation. So, yeah.
Well, good evening, Mayor and council members. This evening, we have the pleasure of introducing Resolution 2427. On March 27th of 2024, Layton submitted a grant proposal through the Utah Division of Outdoor Recreation's Federal Highway Administration's Recreational Trails Program, where we requested funds to help construct the Case Creek Trail pedestrian overpass, which is proposed to span the width of the Union Pacific and Frontrunner Railway corridor and touch down immediately next to the Frontrunner station. The overpass will connect the east and west alignment of the Case Creek Trail Frontrunner station to the downtown area of Layton. On August 22nd, 2024, the city was notified that they had been awarded $150,000 through the Federal Highway Administration's Recreational Trails Program. A physical assistance agreement has been issued by the Utah Division of Outdoor Recreation to formalize the awarded monies. This resolution if passed, will authorize the execution of an agreement between Layton City and the Utah Division of Outdoor Recreation for funding assistance with the construction of Case Creek Trail pedestrian overpass. Staff recommends the council adopt 2427, authorizing the city manager to conduct negotiations and execute the agreement between Layton City and the Utah Division of Outdoor Recreation for funding assistance with the construction of Case Creek Trail pedestrian overpass. I just have a couple photos. This is a site plan of the overpass. As you can see, we have stairs and an elevator that will provide ability to cross across the railway over to the west side with elevators and stairs to get down as well. We have a rendering here that shows the proposed design for the structure. And we also have a summary of our financial plan up to date. We've been able to gather a number of grants over the past couple years. And this last one is the second to the bottom that you see for Recreational Trails Program grant for $150,000. And that brings our total to date around $9 million, with 8.5 of that being secured with external funds. Are there any questions?
Council?
We don't, well, I will speak for myself. I don't have any questions, but I think I can speak for us when I say we're just amazed and grateful to you all and the department for going after, the money that you go after. I mean, to have a project that costs $9 million and the only internal funds we're paying here is $500,000. That's mind blowing. And these are all for projects that go to help for the quality of life of our city and our residents. And, this overpass is going to be very beneficial, for anybody who goes through there, whether it's for, recreational purposes or they're trying to get, wherever they're trying to get to and from. It's just the safety of it all and just helpful. So the fact that we're only paying this fraction of the total cost is just amazing. So thank you for your diligence. Thank you for presenting. You always present very well. Thank you for that as well. But yeah, I'm just in awe of how you all can find this money. But thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Thanks for changing it from a steeplechase to a 100-yard dash. Okay. So, and wasn't there something kind of funky about the stairs with bikes?
Oh, yes, there's a runnel that's included on the side. So it helps you to instead pack your bike up the stairs. And if that's what you want to do, you can roll your bike up the stairs. It's just like a little divot that you just roll it up.
Got its own luge.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Any other comments? Myself, I just got to say this is great because I do know that this shows the forward thinking on behalf of the city and working also with the developer on the west side, knowing that this is anticipated, that they've actually, that ground is set aside for where this will land. And the fact that it's part of our continuation of the Case Creek Trail. And hopefully someday we will have this trail that you could jump on it anywhere, but basically from out west by the lake, you'll be able to take this trail all the way up to the Bonneville shoreline. So, that's the neat thing about it. So, yes, you can create your own steeplechase along there if you'd like. But by the time you start at the lake and end up in the mountains.
Yes. So. I just also want to make a shout out to UTA as well. They have been a great partnership along with the Moda Apartments on the west side. We are grateful for their partnerships and being able to have a place where we can land. So, yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right. We'll go ahead and move on then to item number B, which Mr. Chad Wilkinson will be presenting this item, which is an acknowledgement of a termination of an agreement between Layton City and with the redevelopment agency and JL Ventures LLC. So, Mr. Wilkinson.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. This is a kind of a
continuation of our discussion in the RDA meeting. The agreement that was applicable here for the extension of Fairfield Road was a two-part agreement. There was a part of the agreement that applied to the redevelopment agency and a part that applied to the city. So this is that city portion of that agreement. It's necessary for both the city and the redevelopment agency to acknowledge and terminate that agreement. Again, as was stated in the RDA meeting, that improvement has been completed. The reimbursement for that improvement through tax increment financing has been completed, and all these things have been done. The developer is now asking that that be taken off as an agreement, taken off the title, so they can try to clear up some of those title issues before closing on some loan money for this development. So with that, as we did with the RDA meeting, we are asking the council and recommending the council approve resolution 2426 that will acknowledge, which is the acknowledgement of termination of the agreement between Layton City Redevelopment Agency and JL Ventures LLC. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay, council, I know we had a chance to discuss this earlier, but do you have any additional information or concerns? Okay, very good. I know you're up on item number C, so go ahead and take away item number C.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. This next item is a fairly straightforward subdivision amendment. This is located at 2068 East, 2900 North. You can see in the red asterisk the approximate location. I'll zoom in a little bit now. You can see Highway 193 running kind of through the center of the picture here. This is the subject parcel located in red. Again, just an aerial photo with some additional context and details there. Keep this pretty brief because it's pretty straightforward. You can see all of these lines on this map that I'm circling right now are easements that apply to one of these parcels. You've got lot 1 and lot 59. The applicant has requested this amendment in order to combine these parcels simply because it's been very difficult for them to develop on the lot with all the easements on. There's very little opportunity to develop a single family home there. So rather than doing that, they're going to request that these lots be combined into one so they can use that as yard area and some space for an additional accessory structure. So this has been reviewed by the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission has recommended that the council approve the amended plat for Valley High Phase 4, and happy to answer any questions if I can.
Any questions?
Just curious, on the other side of the street, didn't we combine as well, or did we separate? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, there was an adjustment here as well. Yeah, it wasn't a combination, but it was a little adjustment.
We had to did something.
Yeah.
Just
My question would be, in combining these, would that make this property eligible for, I mean, you mentioned like an accessory structure. Would that include also an ADU?
Sure. Yeah, they could, in accordance with the ordinance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because they would have enough space to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, they would.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. Okay. Any other questions?
school.
yeah, there's your elementary. All right. See, you're involved in all the action tonight. Okay, well, that wraps up our consent items tonight. So, council, I'll bring it back to you to take action on the consent item. And if you could, please state the resolution number or whatever its reference is. So I need somebody to take some action.
Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we adopt consent item A, resolution 24-27. Consent item B, resolution 24-26. Does that need to include the property? What did we do? What did we add in the other one? Property descriptions? Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good catch.
Resolution 24-26, including the updated property descriptions, and item C, amended plat, Valley High Phase 4.
Second. Okay, it's been moved in second that we accept or adopt all the consent items as presented. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you very much. That pretty much concludes our council meeting for this evening. I don't believe we have any unfinished business here to present. So with that, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So what? I make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay. All right. I'll acknowledge that motion at this time and thank everyone for being here. A special thanks to the Wymont family and for, I guess, your sister, right? Yeah. Nice to acknowledge you and your friend. Thank you for being here with us. We appreciate it. And again, thanks for being a beacon for our city. Good night, everyone.
See you.